Welcome to our part 2 of moment of inertia. So for this one, pahapyawan ko lang ang polar moment of inertia, or it is the moment of inertia about the z-axis. So for this one, meron lang naman tayong formula dito, which is J. Polar moment of inertia represents J is equals to Ix plus Iy. So, ano ulit ang J? Ito yung polar moment of inertia. Tapos, Ix is yung ating moment of inertia with respect to x-axis. And Iy is equals to moment of inertia with respect to y-axis. So, for the computation of this one, kung ano yung hindi ba nagsasolve na tayo ng moment of inertia. So, kung ano yung nakakompute natin na moment of inertia with respect to x-axis tsaka with respect to y-axis, pinag-a-add lang natin yung nakukuha natin for solving polar moment of inertia. Ngayon, meron naman din po tayong radius of gyration wherein we have a formula of k for radius of k is yung tatawag nating radius of gyration. Ano lang po siya, direct substitution as long as na-compute nyo na yung moment of inertia tsaka yung area nung ating given shape or given figure. And then, so, yung kx naman natin is yung radius of gyration with respect to x-axis. Respect to x-axis, while yung y naman obviously is yung ating dito na lang, yung y natin is yung ating radius of gyration with respect to y-axis. Ayun. So, ang pinaka formula niya is k is equals to square root of I over, or moment of inertia over yung area niya mismo. Okay. So, yung area is yung kabuuang area. Whole area. And then, yung Ix naman is depende kung ano yung sisolve nating radius of gyration. So, if with respect to x-axis tayo, therefore, ang moment of inertia is with respect to x-axis. And yung ky naman natin, yung ky natin, ang gagamitin natin moment of inertia is yung with respect to y-axis din po. Okay, and there are some point na we are computing also the radius of gyration with respect to z-axis. Sabi nga natin kanina, wherein ang gagamitin natin is yung ating polar moment of inertia, wherein pag-add nyo yung ix tsaka iy. Let's have our example number 2, wherein pinapadetermine niya ang ating moment of inertia and radius of gyration with respect to a polar centroidal axis of the cross-sectional of a hollow tube whose outside diameter is 6 inches and inside diameter is 4 inches. Ano nga ba yung pinapahanap sa atin? So, dito, sabi niya kasi, sa umpisa, meron tayong pinapahanap yung moment of inertia and also yung radius of gyration. Yung kaso, with respect to a polar centroidal axis, ang pinapahanap niya. So, ano ba yung ating moment of inertia with respect to a polar centroidal axis? Yun po yung tiyatawag nating J is equals to Ix plus Iy. And then, yung ating radius of gyration in terms of polar centroidal axis, we have Kz is equals to square root of J over area. As per our formula, sa ating polar centroidal axis moment of inertia, pagdating kay circle, meron po tayong mga formula given. For circle lang po to For circle, ating polar moment of inertia in terms of radius is pi r raised to 4 over 2. Ito is for solid circle. So, kung in terms of naman tayo, diameter, pi times d raised to 4 over 32. Okay, so, ito is in terms of radius. This one is in terms of diameter. And for hollow naman, meron tayong formula na J is equals to pi times the quantity of big R raised to 4 minus small r raised to 4 over 2. So, ano yung R? R is the outer circle, radius of outer circle, while the small r is the radius of inner circle. And then, isa-substitute lang po natin kung ano yung mga given values for our formula. Meron tayong big R, which is 3, so raised to 4, minus yung ating small r, and that's the value for the small inner circle. The value is 2 inches raised to 4 over 2. So, by computing using our calculator, we have shift pi 3 raised to 4 minus 2 raised to 4 close parenthesis over 2. We have a value of 102.102 inches raised to 4. Since ang ating unit for this one is inches, and then naka-raised to 4, therefore, ang ating unit din for our polar moment of inertia is naka-raised to 4. Kung matatandaan nyo po, meron din po tayong unit kay moment of inertia na naka-raised to 4 palagi. Okay, so ano pa po yung ating kulang na kailangang i-solve? We have the kz, or the radius of gyration with respect to a polar centroidal axis. Ngayon, meron na tayong value ni J, or ni polar moment of inertia, pero wala pa tayong value ni A. So, how are we going to solve for A? Hindi po ba ang ating formula for area ng ating hollow circle? Ano ba ang area ng ating solid circle? We have pi r squared. Hindi po ba yung area natin is for circle, we have pi r squared. Ang kaso, eto is solid circle po siya. Solid circle. Ang given po sa atin is hollow. Therefore, i-add lang po natin, isusubtract yung ating inner circle or yung hollow circle natin doon sa buong circle. Okay, so meron tayong pi times yung bigger circle ulit, bigger radius, minus yung ating smaller radius, which is, pag sinubstitute natin, pi times the quantity of 3 squared minus yung small r, which is 2 raised to 2, and ang area natin is shift pi times 3 squared minus 2 squared. Ang ating area is 15.71 inches squared. Ayun na po ba yung sagot? Hindi pa po. Isa lang po siya sa mga kailangan natin na para mapalabas yung ating kz. Ngayon, para sa ating radius of gyration na talaga, i-substitute po lahat natin yung mga value na na-compute natin. iusog lang natin tong area. Oops. Ayusin lang natin. Ayan. So, i-substitute po natin yung ating mga value na na-compute. Meron tayong 102.102 inches raised to 4 over 15.71 inches squared. Ang ating magiging sagot po ay 102.102 over 15.71. Ang ating sagot for our radius of gyration is 2.55 inches. So, paano po naging inches na lang yung ating unit para sa ating kg? So, kung i-square root po kasi natin yung 4 and 2, so magiging 2 and 1 na lang po siya. And then, since i-divide po siya, kumbaga, pag babalikan natin ang ating math, kung divide po ang unit, pag naka-exponent, magiging subtract lang po. Iso-subtract natin yung mga exponent natin. So, therefore, for our radius of gyration, ang ating unit is only inches. And for moment of inertia and polar moment of inertia, we have a value, we have a unit of naka-raise to 4. So, I hope naintindihan nyo how are we going, how we solve the polar moment of inertia and also radius of gyration. Okay, if ever you have a question, please do message me sa messenger or sa GC natin, or you can comment sa ating GCR para masagot natin yung inyong mga questions and concerns. Ayun lang. Thank you for watching.